Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Amped, one of the top channels on YouTube, in our own opinion, of course. I'm Jake. This is Tom. We've been training directors for, Tom obviously beats me on that, 33 plus years. I've been doing it for a decade, and I will always do it forever. So today, as we promised last episode, we want to go over what is equanimity, how to embody equanimity, and can you give us a take on it, Tom? What do you think? To you, what does equanimity mean?
Keeping an even level of stress no matter what happens in your life. The other term I like to use for that is mindful non-reaction. So let me give you a quick example because this is
Yeah,
something that I'm
please.
always working on. So
Enlighten
I've got
us.
that A personality, right? So I'm cruising to work, and somebody pulls right out in front of me, without even looking and slams on their brake or takes a left from the right hand lane, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I would immediately go, maybe an explicit or two, or maybe a little hand signal,
Right. Yeah.
And now it's more like take a deep breath, let that go. It doesn't matter. It's done. Because
Exactly.
when you don't have this equanimity, then you're going to find yourself getting that ego mind again is going to start turning again, and you're going to think negative things, and you're
Yeah.
not maintaining an even sense of balance.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on it?
Honestly, just a little addition to what Tom was saying about driving, not reacting. There's a beautiful quote by Marcus Aurelius. He says, "You have strength, you have power over your mind and not external events. Realize this, and you'll know true strength. You'll gain true strength." So, basically, really, the outside world is always going to be a reflection of how you feel inside. Okay.
That's a good point.
So, but for me, equanimity, the actual description of equanimity is calmness of the mind. So, totality of calmness in the mind. And to kind of achieve that level of calmness in your mind, it's going to require a deliberate effort towards not allowing the outside challenges to impede on the wellness of your mind. And of course, to be even a great performer at whatever you do in life, you need a calm mind. If your mind, if there's chaos and tsunamis, storms going on inside your mind, you are never going to be able to do the things you want to do, achieve the things you want to achieve, because you're always under stress, you're always under anxiety, depression. I'm not saying that those things are not real; they are real. It's just that
And that's a good
it's how
point.
you handle. Go ahead.
Because, and I say that, sorry to interject, but
No, you're fine.
because you are so right on what you just said, because to find people think, okay, I want to be happy. Well, happiness can be somewhat fleeting,
It
and
is.
contentment might be a better word.
Thank
But to
you.
be able to have some peace, bliss, tranquility, and maybe some joy and contentment in your life, that's not going to happen if this is always on dwelling
Loud.
on
No,
something
yep.
negative, or
Yep.
your spouse or girlfriend gets you upset, or your boss from
Yep.
work
Yep.
makes a negative
Exactly.
comment.
Yeah.
And it's how you, just like you said, it's how you accept and deal with those things that are
Exactly.
going to give you a quieter mind, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. So it comes down to you gaining that calmness to engaging into more of like mastery over self, like not indulging into the things that trigger you or reminiscent, like we said in that episode,
Yeah.
about negative things constantly.
And
Okay.
the first thing that has to happen for you to be equanimous, if I'm saying that right,
Equanimous.
yeah, is
There's no.
being aware that you're going off on another tangent, that something has upset you and you've allowed that to upset you. So we
Exactly.
all have people in our lives that,
That will trigger you.
yeah, that will trigger you. So there's always somebody that might cause you suffering, but really, where's the base of that suffering coming from? You're
Thank you.
allowing that to happen.
Because here's the thing, because what you see in others is a reflection of who you are deep down.
Yes.
Okay? So if someone is triggering you, it's because that's how you feel about yourself deep down in your subconscious mind. Now, if you're content, if you've reached that level of equanimity, I can promise you, people point fingers at you, but you gain empathy for them. You start to see
Yep.
that they are hurting for them, because someone that is at peace with themselves, whenever is someone in peace with themselves, they're gonna come start calling you names.
I just smile
What
and say, hey, what can I help you with?
no, even if someone,
Because it makes me
right?
want to show them some kindness and compassion
Thank you, but if
because
someone,
there's something wrong with them. They're
exactly,
upset.
okay, then I want to ask this one other question. If you're at peace with yourself, would you go and start shit with people? Would you go and cuss people around?
No.
If you're happy, are you gonna go and be miserable around
Absolutely
people?
not. No.
Why would you go and cause misery? It's because you're miserable.
Yes, exactly. That's a great
We're
point,
not
and it's
pointing
so
fingers.
true.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, sometimes people don't even know that. They're so stuck in the habitual life of negativity and egoic mind that they're
Right.
really not being able to say, "Hey, what's going on today?
Right,
What are we
yeah.
doing? I'm having a good conversation with Jake."
Yeah. I'm
You
better than
know,
you. He
yeah,
has to do this better
yeah.
than them, and judging her. I think that is kind of it's a dark hole. It's only gonna
It's good. You're gonna. It
it's
is.
downhill from there.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Downhill from back to the prison in the mind. You know, that's
Yep.
really what it is.
A prisoner of your own mind.
Prisoner of your own mind. And there's no great things can go. Oh, we're joking around, obviously. We like to have fun, me and Tom, but on a serious note, like, there's no, life is about living it up to your full potential. That is the only way you're going to be fully content and happy, is about being diligent. That's why our channel is about action, mindset, and physical training, because I think all those three correlate with each other. Like, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of the people around you. You need to be good to people. You need to be good to yourself. And to be good to yourself and to be good to other people, you need to be developed to yourself. You need to have equanimity. You can't help people if you have chaos in your head. You can't be good to people if you have chaos in your head. You can't be good to yourself if you have chaos in your head. So the first thing to do is to self-reflect, is to self-teach, is to self-develop. So this is why we're here, and this is why we're bringing this to you guys, is to kind of bring light to the fact that it's a journey, it's a challenging journey, but no one is going to come help you if you don't help yourself. So I'm sorry, I took it on because me and you laugh around, but
Yeah,
we want
but
our
it's
viewers
true.
to know what the whole thing behind
Yeah.
what we're doing.
And I want to close with this.
But before you close, can you give them, because we mentioned that you're going to talk about what are some of the benefits that they can reap from once they gain equanimity through effort of wanting to develop.
Well, that was going to be my next point.
Oh,
Part
sorry.
of that is
Sorry.
it's all good, is that each and every one of us, we are responsible for our own happiness or suffering.
Very true.
Okay?
Very true.
So if
we suffer more in imagination than we do in reality.
We do,
that's another quote, by the way.
And so that's and love Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius was a
But so that's how that's the equanimity, is the less suffering in your life.
Exactly.
And so that's the benefit of not having that stress and that angst and that anxiety and that inner friction.
Yeah.
That we all have some inner friction sometimes because of what's going on in our life, or some situation changes, and boom, what goes from a good day has turned into, well, it's what you make of it, but turns into something else. It's how you become aware of that and how you deal with it.
I agree. Of course, I always come up, I share the quotes of Marcus Aurelius. To me, he's like the epitome of masculinity, divine masculinity. He says, impediment to action advances action. What's in the way becomes the way. And on that note, we do want to make our next episode about how to take proper action.
Proper action based on prioritizing your life. So what are we're going to talk a little bit about what are your priorities and how to achieve those.
Yeah. I want to say thank you for coming to our channel. Thank you for all your support. Please do feel free to subscribe and share if you find this helpful to others. And one last thing, feel free to comment. We would love to get your feedback on all the things that we're saying. And if you want us to explore another segment of conversation or another aspect of self-development, please do share that as well in the comments. Other than that, you have an amazing day, and we'll see you on our next episode.